Your appointment to FEMA should be finalized within the week. I've already discussed the matter with the Senator.
I take it he was agreeable?
He didn't really have a choice.
Has he been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly. When I mentioned that we could put him on the priority list for the ambrosia vaccine, he was so willing it was almost pathetic.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let it spill over into the schools and churches. Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world. But the world left them behind long ago. We are the future.
We have other problems.
UNATCO?
Formed by executive order after the terrorist strike on the statue. I have someone in place, though. I'm more concerned about Savage. He's relocated to Vandenberg.
Our biochem corpus is far in advance of theirs, as is our electronic sentience. And their ethical inflexibility has allowed us to make progress in areas they refuse to consider.
The augmentation project?
Among other things, but I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. It's currently undergoing preparation and will be operational within 6 months. My people will continue to report on its progress. Necessary.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. Not better than kings. Gods.
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. Paul, I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. The crossbow. Sometimes you've got to make a silent takedown. Good thinking. With these tranquilizer darts, you'll have another non-lethal way to take down an enemy in addition to the prod. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper. You could avoid a lot of fighting, though, if you found a back way to the statue. I'll see how it looks on shore. Your primary objective is the makeshift command center the terrorists have installed at the top of the statue. But don't forget about Agent Herman. We think he's being held on the ground floor. What are my orders when I reach the command center? Interrogate the leader. We don't yet know why the terrorists would risk an open assault. What's your take on the situation, Corporal?
The bots have them bottled up, sir. We'd go right in if it weren't for the whole back order.
How'd they get one of our agents?
Gunter went rogue on us. When the order came, he wouldn't pull back. Now you get to bail him out. Welcome aboard, Agent. They come this way, I got them, sir. Well, those rebels are no match for our bots. They come this way, I got them, sir.
Hello and welcome to one of the greatest games of all time. This is Deus Ex. Currently played without any sort of mods whatsoever installed.
Those rebels are no match for our bots.
Partially because I found installing even just, a simple mod for, updating the resolution and whatnot to cause my frame rate to completely die. Which is pretty sad considering the age of the game, but this computer is terrible. Anyway. Oh, that's gonna be fun. May need to rebind my DX-Tory display key. Now it's just flying around every time I turn on my lights. Anyway. Let's see if Paul has anything else to say.
You just gonna stay here? There's been some activity at sea. I'm going to watch the coast. Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the Triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out. It's a long story. You better head to the statue. Which Triad was UNATCO targeting? We'll talk about that later. How was your graduation? I want to hear what happened. I wish I could have come. At the time, I could have cared less that Mom and Dad came to mine, but it was a good thing. The UN threw a dinner in honor of me, the first nano-augmented agent. I didn't know that. Guess I must be old news. Dad made a toast. I don't know if you remember his old brown suit. A toast? That doesn't sound like our father. It was hard for him in front of the diplomats, but he savored every moment. Strange how proud he could be when so much was due to our augmentations. Yes, he was proud. I believe that much. It was nice to have done something for him and Mom. I wish someone could have been there for you. I'm used to being on my own. One can be too self-sufficient, I'm coming to believe.
Everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bomb. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
Yeah, thanks, man. I kind of already had that, though. Start quick saving. Kind of goofy how I have to use a completely different key from what I'm used to for doing so, since F5 is an augmentation.
If you want to make a covert approach, remember the Academy stealth course. Stay out of their field of view, walk slowly to stay quiet, and crouch behind cover. Or if you have to get your hands dirty, remember that a headshot is a...
Thanks, Jacobson. I kind of figured that already, especially considering I opted to not do the tutorial. Alright, let's just break in here, steal the ooh, gas grenade. That's gonna be helpful. Now I'm not gonna be playing the whole game non-lethal, because I don't foresee that being terribly entertaining the whole way through, but I will try to be non-lethal where I can be when dealing with these NSF guys. Also, I'm playing unrealistic, so don't be surprised if I go extra slow. Extra slow and extra careful. Or just run up like that. Okay, so... What the hell? Well, my controls have seemed to not actually be working the way that I bound them. Inventory screen. Alt. Yes, Alt. Right there. Alt. I was pressing Alt. Maybe I'll just have it on tab. This should be real quick. Okay, well... Yeah, there we go. That'll work. I should show off the skill build I've got going on here currently. So yes, the the Deus Ex bug has given me trained back on my pistol. Trained with the rifle, lockpicking, computers. What was that? Electronics, yes, that as well. I thought I chose low-tech as well, but I guess not. Anyway, that's what I'm intending to do. It's just a matter of what I intended to use. It's just a matter of whether or not it becomes useful. That guy is way beyond... that must be a different guy entirely. I must have alerted him when I must have alerted the guy that I had to beat down when I hit that one dude with the trank dart. Well, that was effective. As was that. Okay.
Take him out.
So I got both of them. Right away. I'm gonna try to stick with this whole non-lethal thing, considering I started it. At least for this area. Again, there's a reason for it, but I'm not gonna spoil what that is for the few of you who are unfortunate enough to not have played this before.
Careful, the NSF has set up patchwork security systems here.
Okay, I'll see if I can remember that. If not, it's in my notes. Also, it seems my sensitivity here is a little too low. I had all these set up beforehand, but unfortunately, the setup was kind of on a completely different system from what I'm using right now. Aha, friendly. Actually, let's have a chat with him. See what's going on around here.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
Right. How you guys holding up?
UNETCO command made us pull back, I guess for Gunther's sake. What's the deal? We're ready to go in.
We're taking a minimum force approach. We're cops, after all.
Ask me. I think we should frag them all. You trespass on UNETCO property, you get pumped full of lead.
When due process fails us, we really do live in a world of terror.
Thought you nanowogs were supposed to be badass killing machines. Guess I was wrong.
Guess so.
Some advice. You get out there, you're gonna have to tangle with some real sons of bitches. Best thing is to pick them off from 50 or 100 paces with a scope. I scored an extra one from a couple of thugs we dropped down by the dock. You can have it for 700 credits. I also picked up some 10mm ammo and some crossbow darts. Say 200 for one and 60 for the other.
Shouldn't you turn that stuff over to the quartermaster?
Sure, I will. As long as Command has the rest of us on parade drill, someone might as well put this hardware to use.
Here's 60 for the tranquilizer darts.
So much for that minimum force approach.
What are you talking about? Trank darts are perfect for minimum force. I'm not sure this guy knows what he's talking about, really.
Welcome aboard, Agent. Everything was clear ago. Then, boom. My orders are to hang back. If I catch sight of the NSF commander at the top of the statue, I'm gonna take a shot. Screw Manderley.
Probably not the best thing to say about your boss. We got ourselves another spare crowbar here, but it's not like it's very useful. Okay. I don't remember if these UNACO fellas get a little angry. You know, if you decide to do this, but let's just try to be careful about it either way. And let's do a little bit of hacking while we're at it. Once again, I really hope that they don't get ornery over this. I don't remember precisely how... Ooh, how about that? Heh. Yeah, I don't remember how the AI reacts to you hacking stuff in this game. By the way, a little bit of an EMP grenade that'll help us out with the bot quite nicely.
Desperate to attack us here. I don't like just standing around, but...
Additionally, this is the Steam version, by the way. I have to wonder if the kind of low bitrate MP3 sound of some of the voice lines has something to do with that. Or if it was, you know, always like that. Okay, let's see if I can take this guy out.
EMP grenades are explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Alright, dude, just fall asleep. Everything will be fine. Where's that EMP grenade? Let's drop this, by the way. There we go.
Target.
Shit! Okay, I was not expecting it to be right there. Come on! Yeah. Fuck you, bot. You and you're completely, utterly fucking annihilating me. Okay, so that didn't do much. I probably should have just used it specifically on the leg, but oh well, that's fine. Now, unfortunately, I don't think ingesting food heals anything other than your torso. So, it's probably good to have that extra little bit of health restored in that area. At the same time, you know, like... Ha! Probably could have used the health on the legs a bit more. As for lockpicks, I've only got one. And I've got nothing to blow it up with. What a shame. Alright. I'll be back for that. When I have the capability of handling it. Alright, now here's another problem. Which I will, of course, quick save for. There's a turd over here. And I don't remember how active it is. Let's just try to take care of that real nicely and quickly. Ooh. Got a bit of a headache, unfortunately, so, may not be doing things quite as well as I would like to. There we go, that should... That is basically opened my way in. Which is pretty nice. But at the same time, I'm not actually going to be going in there just yet. There we go, there's that second lockpick. Let's just rush our way over here and open up that box. It's been a while since my... Whoa! Okay, first playthrough, so... Don't quite remember what's in there. Now let's just try to take out this guy before he becomes a nuisance.
I know I heard something. Fascist. This one's a goner.
Well, I wasn't expecting that to turn out well, admittedly, but could have gone better. Well, I should have saved it again. It doesn't take too long to hack this, thankfully. Especially if you utilize the alt code shortcuts. Alt C, A, D, camera 2, Alt C. Probably have done Alt L or Alt 2 there as well. Let's just grab myself some of these again. And let's try to take this guy out again, this time without failing horribly by shooting a wall instead of the person. And he's of course out of range. Got him. Now to just run away. Let the poison do its job. Eventually. I think that did it. Probably don't really need the flares that much, so let's just waste one. Light this area up a little. And break my way into this box. Ah, I hate when this happens. It always seems like such a waste of a pick. Here's some sniper rifle ammo. And some credits. How many do I have currently? 540. Alright, so I'll probably want to find a way to give myself a, that scope that that one dude had. Let's try to be a little more stealthy now, eh? Hide the body over here. Well, I guess technically he's still a person right now. Obviously, stealth involves a lot of standing up and running around. Okay. It also involves a lot of patience like this. Another hostile. Run away! Alright, come on, dude, just fall over. Thank you. Now your friend needs to follow suit. Once I can get a good aim on him. Good shot, rather. And he's just walking away. Oh well. He just kind of stared at his friend and didn't seem to care that, you know, he was laying on the ground. Alright, give me a good shot here. Nice. Does he even have a gun? I know he's a hostile because he showed up as red, but he wasn't very threatening, at least. Aha, and he's got precisely what I need. Okay then, let's continue more or less clearing this area out. There we go, a friendly bot. Not sure why it hasn't really done anything. And we got another NSF dude. Is that a sniper rifle? It is. Positive side is if I get rid of him, I get that rifle. Negative side is if he sees me, I'm pretty much dead.
Is someone there?
Nope, nobody's here. Alright, so some tech goggles. One of the most useless items you can pick up in Deus Ex, unfortunately. And this is why. This is all it does. Gives you a 16-bit color view in the middle of your screen that barely helps at all. Obviously, it lasts a bit longer if you have a better environmental skill.
It all happened an hour ago. The barge docked and the NSF moved right on in, offloading the cargo into speedboats. Our undercover man, Harley Philbin, should be somewhere out on the docks now.
Damn, and all these guys are too far away to hit with this. There we go. Time to do a little bit of running again. No, really, what's up with this bot? It doesn't seem to have really accomplished anything here. Still on my side, it's in clear view of enemies, and it's just not doing anything. Okay. Well, the robot can kill him. I don't really mind. Let's just throw him off the edge or something. Or just throw him down here, that's fine. And our friend from UNATCO has something horrible. And a bit of useful stuff. Oh, hell yeah, some rockets. Sadly, no health items, but, well, I think I'm still doing pretty well so far in that regard. And if I need it, there's a box of TNT over that way. And this is what I'm looking for, probably. Yes. Let's just heal up that one dying leg. That surprisingly healed little. I kind of remember health kits repairing a bit more damage. And again, my first playthrough was also on medium difficulty anyway. Just gonna steal your soldier here. And let's have a nice little chat with this guy.
About time you showed up. Iron and copper. The statue is copper on an iron frame, right?
Password's enough, pal. Don't think you know something about the lady I don't. My dad did tours out here.
I heard that you can get me inside.
Depends. You get your man out, take back the statue, whatever. But I know the commander and I don't want to see him get hurt. Here's a picture so you don't make a mistake.
You can trust me.
I'll take your word. Here's the key to the front entrance. The commander's not much of a soldier. He'll surrender as soon as he sees you. I need him alive because he's my main contact at the NSF. If he's dead, I don't have much of a business.
Thanks. How do you know so much about the commander?
He's my main contact in the NSF. I need him alive and out on bail.
UNATCO will probably keep him in custody.
At least he has a chance if he's alive. I warned him, you know. I said right to his face, don't take weapons into the lady. That makes you as bad as UNATCO.
Don't forget, it was the NSF that C4'd the statue in the first place. UNATCO's here to put the pieces back together.
Ask me, I think the government did it. They want people to think the NSF are terrorists. I better get paid good for this. Remember, you said you wouldn't go in shooting. My dad used to say, if copper can get old and green and need repairs, the same with our liberty. Funny, and that was before the United Nations even had an army. I worked here one summer picking up people's trash. Rotten job. It used to be wall-to-wall people out here from all over the world. Everywhere some other language you can't understand. I worked here one summer picking up people's...